I'm a buffoon, right?
Happy to help.
I'm doing post-commentary on this because I forgot to turn my microphone on. I forgot to turn my microphone on when I was doing the post-commentary. Now, it was only like the first little bit, so it's fine. It's only like it wasn't even like 10 seconds, but that's pretty funny. Yeah, well, it's not funny at all, because I'm a doofus. Hello, welcome back to The Surge. This is the third part with this character. The Rhino class, however you want to call it. And we shall be getting to the boss, the second boss in this video. I don't remember how long it took me to get to the boss. I think it took me quite a while. Yeah, I think it did.
Warning, canal bridges extending in recycling.
With the implemented overtime hours, my guys have been relying on their implants, but I'm noticing increasingly erratic behavior from them. This schedule was meant to be temporary, but it's been months now with no sign of respite. Now, I don't blame my team for using, but the side effects are becoming increasingly apparent. There's even been fights. And, you know, some people are just acting downright weird. And we're going to have big problems soon if something isn't done, and I won't be held responsible.
So this is about the time when the game really started to become a glitchy mess. I believe the elevator bug happens on this bit here, hopefully. Will it happen? Will it happen? Waiting to see. Is it going to happen? Nope, it didn't happen. Not on this one. It does happen. The elevator bug does happen. I do have it on camera. It must be in this episode, unless it was in the other episode and I missed it. Possibly was. And this robot here, this robot is a little glitchy robot. It's a very glitchy robot. It's my first time here, I believe. And the robot has some pretty interesting moves. The robot has like 4 moves. If not more, like, which is pretty cool. You know, why don't the other characters have as many moves as this robot thing? It has that slow you down ability. It has an ability that sucks you in. It has its melee ability. It has a fire ability. As you can see, yeah. Watching this back, it's ridiculous. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I don't need to comment on that. As you can see, I'm stumped. I'm bewildered. I don't really know what to do here, because it's almost impossible to get to him. That's the ability that sucks you in if you're in it. And there we go. Now he's stopped being a glitchy bastard. As you see, there's a little robot that repairs, and he seems to fuck off. He seems to come down and fuck off, which is really irritating. So you've got to try and kill this quite quickly before it starts to get repaired. You think that would at least do a little bit of damage to it, you know? Char it a little bit. Now it's been repaired again. Only a little bit, and there we go. Taken care of. So this bit in here is bullshit, really. The only real way to get through it safely is to just run through it. There's a guy on a laser turret shooting at you, which is quite hard to dodge, and then there's another one of those robots right around the corner. So I tried to run in and get behind the guy on the turret, but then obviously the robot got me, so yeah. I'm like, oh fuck, oh no, oh shit, and I get pulled in, and completely fucked. Not cheap at all. Not cheap at all. So I get this little tooltip, as you can see there, and it gives me a hint for advanced combat, and I'm like, what? So if you press LB, if you're using an Xbox controller, if you press LB and right analog stick up, you'll do a jump, and if you do it LB right analog stick down, you'll do a duck. I haven't found a use for this yet. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna find a practical use for it. It seems it's an advanced. It says advanced combat. It is quite an advanced thing. I'm not really sure how to use it, if at all. So I'm back here fighting this robot, and actually, I don't know why I decided to do it, but I decided to not really care for the scrap, and I decided to explore this room that I'm in right now a bit more. I'm like, screw it. I don't want to go in there. I don't like the laser guy. Well, I'm going in here. I'm deciding whether or not to go in there, and I'm like, no. It's a little drone. Just comes out of nowhere and then fucks off because it's a dick. And I still haven't fought one of these yet. I don't know when I should fight them. I don't know how to fight them. I haven't even tried to fight one yet, so we'll see if I fight one of them later on. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. I'm like, oh my god, my scrap's running out. No, screw it. I can't be asked. No, no, I can't be asked. Oh, drone back, drone back. Yeah, I got the drone this time. Screw you. These remind me of the robots in the film Robots. I really like that film. That's a favourite film of mine. If you've ever seen it, you might know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, it's a great film. It's got Ewan McGregor in it, and Robin Williams in it. It's an animated film, and it's called Robots. And obviously, because it's... Oh look, that bug's happening. See that bug where it's... when he attacks you, he's supposed to stop, so you can get around him and attack him. That's the whole way you fight the enemy. But sometimes it will continue to spin around while it attacks you, which I'm pretty sure is not supposed to happen. Anyway, talking about robots, the film Robots, just like a film like Cars brings loads of questions of how the world works, Robots does as well. So it might be fun to watch it just for that. Also, remember I played the video game with it back when movie tie-ins weren't horrific, or as horrific. I actually quite liked it, the PS2 version of Robots. It was really difficult, if I remember correctly. I was just shit at games back then.
Take care.
Why won't you believe me? You've seen the bodies, but I've seen him doing it. Why'd I make this up? Others have seen him too. It's just one guy. It's always the same. Bodies dismembered, missing limbs. God knows what he's doing with them. You know, I know this Liberator story happened decades ago, but what if he's back? What if it's not just urban legend? What if he's real? What if this whole mess is because of him?
Hey, you. Over here. Come on. I've got a favor to ask. Don't worry, nothing bad. Just wanted to see if you could get me some tech scraps.
What do you need the tech scrap for?
I'm making something. It's important, very. You could say it's a matter of life and death.
Guess I'm able to spare some.
Thanks. I won't forget this.
How do I know I can trust you? I mean, who are you?
Well, I can help you there. I'm Joe. Anyway, I know you, well, at least of you, and I chose to trust you.
Need to make a move.
In that case, I won't waste any more of your time.
So you give her 5,000 tech scrap. I have no idea who she is or where she goes after that talkative conversation there. Now, as you can see here, we've got more fucking toxic waste, which is just... We love toxic waste. I can tell you that continues on into the 3rd level, which is just lovely. I love the toxic waste. It's not stupid at all. So obviously there was nothing bullshit about that at all. I'm not being sarcastic. That sounded very sarcastic. I just got killed because I wasn't playing good enough.
Be careful out there. This is not a scheduled break time. Look out for your fellow workers. They look out for you.
To all Sector 12 employees, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but unlicensed gambling violates federal and state law, and thus places Creo at a not insignificant risk of criminal charges and liability. So, all raging drone events are to be canceled immediately. Borrowed drones and other company equipment can be returned anonymously. And don't make me the bad guy here. I love a good drone fight as much as the next guy, but what we're doing here is too important to risk infractions of this nature. R. Ferguson.
I think I passed out from the pain. Don't know how long I've been lying there, cold on the concrete floor, half dead, awakening to a nightmare. I couldn't remember where I was, who I was. But when I saw those people, what happened to them? Somehow I made it to Ops, and the memories are blurry and hazy. I remember the pain. I've never been so afraid in my whole life. Didn't even realize I was totally blind in my left eye until medbay patched me up. I guess I'm better now. Even my sight is coming back slowly.
D, will you check in? I waited 30 minutes for you yesterday. That's far too long for me to be out and about. I need those items. But if you can't procure them, I have other sources, so don't worry. Just let me know you're okay.
Access
I still don't know how you get
unauthorized.
into those. I'm guessing it's something later in the level, or possibly something I've missed. I get completely fucking blindsided by this guy here. First of all, I didn't realise there was any toxic waste there, because the box was covering it. And I didn't know there was a guy behind the box, because there was a box in the way. And then he just fucking does a huge leap and kills me, because he's a dick. It's a bit cheap, if you ask me. So right round this corner here, we've got another one of these overcharge points, and we get another shortcut. Another one, can you believe it? Another shortcut. At first I didn't realise it was a shortcut, but this leads you back up into the room right next to the med bay. As you can see there, I went into the elevator, came out of the elevator, and it went up without me. Which just is, it's rude. That's rude. You can't do that. Surely it shouldn't. There should be a motion detector that realises that I'm not in there. And I believe this is the point where the bug happens. As you can see, I've got in, and it wouldn't shut, so I have to run out, run back in, and then it will shut. Test your games. Please. Please. I can't take it anymore. Buggy bullshit.
Good to see you. Take care.
So in this area here we have more toxic waste and a couple of guys right next to it, which is just lovely. It's just lovely. I love it when the game does that. It's brilliant. I want to mention that it's quite dark here, and the toxic waste is quite dark, so it can be kind of hard to see where you're stepping, and if you're stepping on it. So as you can see there, 2 tiny jabs basically completely fuck me over, and then as I'm backing up over the toxic waste, he just does a huge leap attack and kills me.
I'm not giving up on you. I won't hear it said that Benjamin Burke let down his team. I've marked the way to the outbound station. There's big red letters saying exit. Even you can't miss a Smithy.
So in here we have another little shortcut. There are so many shortcuts in this level. Little guy hiding there, of course, because the game can't kill you without being stupidly cheap and trying to fucking catch you off guard by hiding a character around the corner. Here I'm just testing out how the timing works on this weapon. It's a little bit tricky. It's a lot later than you think. You get a little shortcut back to this area with the 3 guys in it just before the toxic waste. And then there's a... This I don't think this area needed to be here. They could have just put the item, you know, in that room, but there's just an item around here. Just for an item. All just for an item. I don't think that needed to be there. So what do you think's coming up next? If I was a betting man, I would say this was a boss fight arena. It looks like a boss arena. And more toxic waste there. Why? Why do you even need to put toxic waste there? That's just silly. But this is the boss. We've had a few glimpses of it throughout the game already. And I actually do like this boss. I like the bosses in the game so far. The bosses are actually good. I actually like the bosses in Lords of the Fallen quite a bit. They actually feel like proper bosses where you've got to figure out a strategy. It's just that the hitboxes are a bit awkward and you whiff attacks. You know, maybe 2 out of 10 times you whiff an attack, which is still more than that should be happening. So what you've got to do is, it's kind of like a spider, I guess, I don't know. It reminds me of something from another thing, but I'm not sure what. But you've got to take off its legs. And as you see there, one has come off. As you can see, I wasn't quite good enough to dodge the arms yet. And here I get a bit too cocky, try to get a few too many hits off and get caught in its spinny attack. On this attempt I actually managed to get it into its second phase, which you will see fully on my final attempt. And as you can see, it starts to just hover with only a couple of its legs remaining. And its spinning attack is a lot more deadly. It goes on for a lot longer. And you've got a... I don't know if you can hit him in any other area, but I just, you know, targeted that and went for that. You got to watch out for the flame, because the flame will do damage over time, which is pretty annoying. You'll do the butt slam attack when you go in to attack him. And here I just get caught up in its spinny attack once again, got stuck in the corner, which is not great. And he does attack, an attack I haven't seen before. So this is my final and victorious attempt at this boss. I can't remember what it's called, actually. Fire boss. It's called the Fire Boss. It's Fire Spider Boss. It's Quailag, alright? It's just Quailag.
Come back anytime.
Contamination detected. Lockdown in operation. Initiating disposal measures. Please remain stationary during cleanup procedure.
And that is the Firebug down. Just like with the first boss, you get its weapons, which don't do any fire, which is kind of a shame. It's just these really, really fast, like, claw attack weapons.
We finally found our little thief. It's probably the same culprit who's been hitting the lab storerooms. She ended up dropping a purloined biomaster in a hurry to get away. Looks like she was heading towards the old abandoned labs. I'll file a full report when I get back. Security can handle this one from here on out.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I just can't wait any longer. I hope you're okay, that you're still out there. That you found a safe place. I'm going to take the maglev to the old biolabs now. Try to get there if you can. I'll be waiting. My thoughts and prayers are with you.
So here's a part where you can clearly obviously see that you're supposed to be able to use the drone. I'm not sure what it says. What does it actually say? Power core failure. I need to upgrade to Biotech's power core. So I can't do that yet. Obviously something I have to come back and do later on. Just like every other thing in this game. You can't do it now. Come back later. Why even put it here, then? Why not just put it later in the fucking game? As you can see, we get another shortcut. Another shortcut. Just back to the boss room. Don't really know why you'd want to go back there. I guess it's just having multiple ways to get around the place. But it can get pretty confusing because there are so many ways to get around. There's a map here. Don't know why it's not. I don't know why we don't have a map to begin with. I mean, it's not like we're in fucking medieval fantasy times, is it? You know, I mean, come on. we're in like near future Call of Duty Advanced Warfare times. We should have a map. I've got a visor on, for Christ's sake. Put a map in the visor.
I know. You've heard me say it again and again, but Creo cares. Let's be honest. Over the last couple of decades, things haven't been too great. We know. We've seen the figures, and that's why we created Project Resolve. But with an ailing population, developmental problems, disability rising at an alarming rate in children, some would have you believe it's too late. At least that's what elements in the media would have you believe. But Creo has you covered. From family daycare centers to full medical coverage, your family is our family. The average workplace can be littered with hazards. But at Creo, we're proud to say we never had more than a stuffed dove. With the implementation of our rigs, we've made you stronger, faster, tougher. The rigors of the workplace won't even give you pause. And due to the integration of your neural interface into Creo's core system, our professional healthcare staff can monitor your well-being 24/7. If that doesn't make you sleep tight, I don't know what will.
And here we have the next train to the next level, which is the Bio Labs, I believe. And you find a med bay that's got a bit of bio stuff in it. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, the med bay in this level, I would say. And this will be it for this character. I've moved on to another character, the Tactician, I think it's called, Tactician, Field Tactician, and I've gotten to here and a little bit further. So if you want to see what comes after this, go check out part 3 of my Tactician playthrough, build, character, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna leave you here, say goodbye, au revoir, and I'll just let the video continue on to its end. Goodbye!
Warning, this is a quarantine zone. Please remain in operations until all potential sources of danger have been eliminated. This communication device is locked down. All lines blocked.
I'm freaking out here, Doc. Security is everywhere, but there's no change in the workers. It's still chaos. If anything, it's getting worse. I'm gonna try and make a break for one of the loading bays. Hopefully I can get out. Best of luck, Doc.